Now we're going to talk a bit about conclusions, because this passage, although it's very short, is an interesting one, because we just had to add a sentence here. They asked for a sentence after 15, and we came up with a choice in the last segment. But now it is asking us for a conclusion. So if we have a piece like this where we have to add this sentence before we write our conclusion, I would suggest to the students that they actually go ahead and copy down their answer here so that they know better what they are going to be writing to. And this isn't always the case, but it would be confusing if I was the student to try to do this work if I don't have the sentence that actually will be right in front of my conclusion. So I'm going to write this sentence, and notice, I said earlier in the last piece that I would not have them write all 4 choices down, because it's a lot of time and effort for nothing. But this time, looking at the question, this would be a good time for them to write just this little bit down. So if we're doing this, I've got my sentence now, and I know that this is my answer to this question, then I'm going to look at this one. It says, which sentence could best conclude the report? So I want to first start with the introduction, because we know from writing that we should have an introduction and conclusion that kind of mirror each other. The Rangers have been around since the early European settlers in the state. They have an interesting history. Many books have been written about the Texas Rangers. Movies have also been made about this famous group. And then they talk about the forming of them, and then through the years their acts, and then they give us a little bit more about what they do today. So we know that this should be about the Rangers, but I want to read every choice really quickly, because it even says in the title, the Texas Rangers. Law enforcement is just one way people can make a difference. Is that about the Rangers? Not really. This one is about law enforcement, and although the Rangers fit in there, this sentence itself really doesn't even delve into that. It's talking about one way to make a difference. So if this paper was about making a difference, maybe it would work, but it's not. The Texas Rangers helped the community many years ago. Is that a true statement? Well, they did, but do they still do it? Yes. So this doesn't really reflect what's going on in our paper, because they're still active Texas Rangers. Stephen Austin found his own solution to a difficult problem. That's true, he did. That's the main body paragraph when they talk about it, but I'm not sure if that's right. So I'm going to leave that one alone, and I'm going to read this last one. The people of Texas should be proud of their Texas Rangers. This one reflects information on the Rangers, and it says they should be proud of their Rangers, which doesn't say it's in the past. It's saying it's happening now. So now that I have these two, I really like this one better than this one. So I want to read it with this sentence that we had to add in. So I'm going to read the whole paragraph, because I don't want the kids to think they don't have to do that work. Sorry, I'm going to make sure. Hopefully that all got caught. All right. Through the years, the Rangers have acted as scouts, horsemen, and defenders. Their role continues today. The Rangers perform many duties. For example, they investigate crimes and search for missing persons. The people of Texas should be proud of their Texas Rangers. That one really works better right there with that other sentence. So this one really does not answer the question of concluding the report. It might conclude the second paragraph, but not the report itself.